Very often you'll see on YouTube and so on, a lot of guys will be talking about the fence or protecting your space and so on. This idea where we actually protect our space and we put one hand forward and keep one hand back. One of the things, the way I look at it is it's a baiting idea. The easiest way of describing it is I put one hand forward because it's a feeler. Yes, I keep my hands up and I keep my hands up to protect my space, that's important. But the function of the hands are what I really want to bring you to your attention. The functions are that the lead hand is much more of my attacking hand and the rear hand is my defensive hand. What I want to do is I want to give him something, but I also want to be in a close position to strike and get my hands in his face and strike him. Also keep him away from me. That's also another point. Bang, I can keep him away. But here's the thing. If I have my lead hand forward, it actually becomes a bait. So with one hand forward, one hand back, what's he likely to do? Well, if I put my hand forward to keep him away from me, he's likely, more than likely, to either throw a punch or grab my arm or just try to get rid of my arm. It elicits what we call a response. So the point of having your hand forward is to create a response. Once he grabs my hand, it's not usually a bad thing. If he grabs hold of me, I know where his hands are. Okay, if he's drawing a weapon, I don't know, and he's got two hands moving in the wind, I don't know how that weapon draw is going to happen because he's unpredictable. As soon as he grabs me, I know where his hands are. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can go for him, rip him out, strike him, and take the fight to him because I've got the ability to be able to do that. With this, can be an advantage. Now he can grab me with the left or the right, but in this case he's grabbed me with his right hand. When he grabs me with the right hand, bang, I'm going to hit or push him off. If I don't want to be so aggressive, because let's face it, you don't always want to hit people that grab you. So if your hands are up protecting your space and the guy actually grabs hold of you, you can push him off with the other hand just to get yourself some space. But be aware, once you do that, the guy is likely to start initiating with strikes and punches and come at you and so on. So the basic idea is, as he grabs you, take the hand low. Take it low because what it does is it weakens the arm. It takes it completely out of your space. If you keep it up, it gives him more strength, but most importantly, more control over your arm. So you take it low, and in doing so, you swing, and now I personally would be engaging a punch. I would be hitting him, because as I hit him, I want him to stop it. Because as soon as he stops it, it ties his hands up. Now here's the great thing, this is why I like this type of idea. When he's holding this hand, what you can do is get into obviously a struggle, but the human brain can only think of one arm at one time. So if he's thinking about this arm will obviously be the weaker arm. So you can grab hold of it, trap and hit and elbow to strike again. But if, for example, I try to lift this one, this is the one that he's likely, so he'll quite often tense this one. So therefore this one becomes the weaker one. So then I can strip. So you've always got this idea that when the guy's holding my arms, as long as I take one high and one low, I can always cross his arms and then strike and then start to fight on, bang, because what Chadas is going to do is start unwinding with punches, bang, bang, bang. So I'm in the pocket and I'm close to him and I'm able to defend and strike and hit because I'm closing that gap. So what I'm trying to do when I'm defending my space and dealing with grabs is always cross his arms somehow, because as soon as I can cross his arms in some deliberate manner, it's a lot harder for him, bang, to start to unwind with punches. And when he does, go, boom, 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 I'm inside and I'm ready to strike, boom, and fight back. Now most of the time, people are going to say, yeah, but if someone grabs your arm, they can do a punch, they can hit you. Of course they can. It's a fight, anyone's going to do that. This guy's got a right to defend himself too, just as well as I do. So what I often do with my guys is when they grab, we anticipate the next strike, boom, and we cover it by lifting our shoulder, dropping our head. It's quite a common idea within the Wing Chun community. What you do is you use the other hand and you hit, but we frame. One of the things I tend to teach a lot more is frame and structure. So I create a frame, so when he tries to headbutt me, it's very difficult for him to do that. He's holding this arm, he's tied himself up. This arm is obviously going to come out in a medal over fight. But I hope to get in enough to be able to jam and strike, and put pressure on the guy and keep the pressure on him and keep hitting him and keep him in trouble, bang, because and if you notice, I'm hitting the groin, hitting the temple, punching him and trying to keep this arm jammed while he's holding. So the idea really of actually giving a hand quite often in Wing Chun is because it's a bait. I want to give him that hand, create a baiting scenario where actually what's happening, bang, hitting, is that I'm giving him that and giving him a full sense of security. So it's a simple idea in Wing Chun. Keep your hands forward, keep one back, don't give them two hands. Most importantly, don't give them control of the center line. And that's the lesson for today. Thanks for watching.